Hello everyone, my name is Shana and I want to welcome you all to my beautiful cross-stitch mess, which is also the name of my channel. Today is the 1st of March 2024 and this is a regular update video. First of all, I'm stating the obvious, I am wearing my headphones today because the quality of my microphone on my laptop isn't the best quality, which resulted in the bad sound quality of the last video, so I didn't find a fix without wearing my headphones. So I know not a lot of cross stitchers or floss tubers wear headphones, but it's either that or just the crappy sound. I am going to give you a live update at the end of my video, so if you're here just for the cross stitch, you can just watch the first part and then leave. I did work on a couple of things this month, and I have a finish. Yay! I cannot show you the finish in real life because he's already at the framers. But I finished my Fortune Owl by Soda Stitch. So I am just going to find a picture on my cell phone, and once he's back from the framers, I would like to show you too. But this is him. Can you believe it? He's so beautiful. If you want a better image, you can always check my Instagram, which is just my beautiful cross stitch mess as well, the same as here on YouTube. Oh, look at that. Isn't it a beauty? There are only 4 colors in there, so yellow, orange, and 2 shades of brown. And I love him. Love, 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 love. I don't remember quite when I finished it exactly, but I did spend another 12 days on it because I kept the I kept notes on how many days I worked on which projects, so I hope I'm a bit more professional now. But yeah, I was so ecstatic that I finished him, so that's why my boyfriend wanted to get him in at the framers ASAP so that he can hang it up in his truck. He's a truck driver and he already told me he wanted to take it with him every day in his truck. So I thought that was very, very sweet of him. So, what else did I work on? I worked on Birth of a Star by Heaven and Earth Designs, and I worked 5 days on it. And I'm doing this cross country, so you're not going to see a lot because it's just DMC 939, I think, the very, very dark shade of blue, and this is where I'm at. I wanted to be professional and I forgot to write down the percentages I'm at. I'm sorry you guys, so I don't know quite what percentages I'm on. I'm stitching this on 28 count fabric, easy count fabric, 2/1 ton stitch. So it's just half cross. It is Birth of a Star Max Colors, and it is by Rachel Anderson. I am just going to show you a picture because I forgot to prepare that all for you guys. And then I'm talking about being professional. Oh well. So this is the picture. Oh, come on. There. And it's just a pretty fairy on the moon making a star. Ah, I love it. Love, 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 love as well. I don't like the 939 much, but some people are actually doing it on an overdyed fabric and just making the fairy, but I'm not into that. I want to stitch it all, so I guess that's my fault. Uh, then I worked on. Oh, come on. Then I worked on Playful Kitties by Dimensions. It is a kit, and I worked on it for 2 days. So after my fortune hour was done, I just picked uh, stuff I wanted to work on. I didn't think about it much because on the 1st of March, which is today, I am going to pick up the Quilt Maker again by Lavender and Lace, but I just wanted to give the last week and a half of February to things I wanted to stitch on, things that were calling to me. And oh, this is what it will look like when finished. And this is where I'm at. Isn't it adorable? So I worked a bit more here in this kitty and a bit in the greenery and the blue leaves here. All this pink is new, a bit more greenery here, so yeah. Actually, I did quite a lot on those 2 days, but a lot of it is just half crosses as well, because Dimensions, as we know, chooses to do a mix of half crosses and full crosses. So, and the only thing I changed up here is actually the whites from the kitties, according to the pattern, is not stitched, but it felt a bit bare when I didn't stitch it, so that's why I chose to do it. Very cute. Then and I'm showing these ones in no particular order. Um, then we have my Cat Sensitive Clothes by Clora Me Designs. I worked on that one for 3 days. And I did a lot of this as well. Oh, and my Dimensions, the Playful Kitties is just made with the kit's floss and fabric. And this one I'm stitching on a 32 count fabric dyed by Ixu Designs. It's a Belfast linen, I believe, in the colorway Autumn Marbled Gold. So this is the whole thing. And I'm stitching it. I'm stitching it with Dye Works. The letters and the borders are in Swiss chocolate, and the cats are stitched in chestnut. And what I did is I did this whole border and the kitty and the heart, and then I did the Z2 with the cat and the bird. So yeah, and the fabric is a tad darker than you can see on camera, so it's just, yeah, it's more of a goldish color. It gets washed out quite a bit on camera, as I can see. So and maybe I can show you what it will look like when finished, of course. I'm so out of practice. This is what it will look like when finished. So I'm actually I've started here and I work my way down, and then when I'm done with this kitty, I'll just work my way up again. All my dyed colors are from Extra Design unless I'm telling you otherwise. But I don't think I really have uh, other dyed fabric in my stash for now. There we go. Then I worked on the Rose of Sharon for 3 days. I am doing a conversion on this one, a conversion I found on Facebook. And you guys, I know where my original pattern from this is. As you know, I've been looking all over for it, and apparently it's at my grandma's house. I know technically that is a violation of the copyright laws, but it's just between me and my grandma. So yeah, and it's an out of print pattern. I mean, if it would have been available or for a reasonable price or or new, I was gonna buy my own copy. But since it's an out of print pattern and it's really hard to find and it's very expensive when you find it, yeah. So this is where I'm at. And actually, I didn't work much in the dress this time. I solely worked here in the pillar and that greenery. Yeah, and I actually stopped mid-thread. I'm sorry for that. But here it is. So the dress in the original pattern is yellow with blue ruffles, and I'm doing a pink with purple ruffles conversion. As I said, I am not selling copies away from this pattern for my own profit. I am not giving it away to other people. It's just between me and my grandma. So, as I said, technically, yes, I know I am violating the copyright laws, but it's just between me and family. And as I said, if it would have been like for a reasonable price available still, then I would buy a copy myself. But the problem is this pattern online goes for like, what is it, $150 to $200 just for the pattern. I'm sorry, I cannot spend that kind of money. So, okay, so the last piece I worked on is The Little Kitten by Luca S. This was my New Year start this year, and I worked 2 days on that. This is what it will look like finished. Oh, oh, and Rose of Sharon, I am stitching that on a 32 count linen dyed by Extra Design in the colorway Light Driftwood. I'm sorry, I'm so out of practice. It's like my first video. And this is where I'm at my on my Luca S kits. I'm just stitching this with the kit floss and fabric, and I just worked my way up to there. So I did a few things of green here, and then this first brick is new as well. They are gorgeous colors. If you haven't tried a Luca S kit yet or a Letty Stitch kit yet, I would highly recommend them because The colors are stunning. So that was it for my whips that I worked on. Now, plants. I think I mentioned that in my last video that if I finished 2 of my whips, I can make a new start. Well, after I finished my fortune owl, I picked a pattern from my bags that I showed you. So I let fate decide which pattern it was that I was going to start. And it's really funny because I had one in my head like for a really long time already. And fate decided I can start it. It is from Cross Stitch Gold magazine issue 161. So it's with this cover, and it is the unicorn, the beautiful, beautiful unicorn that's in here. And I'm usually not a unicorns fan, but this one is stunning. And why could I already pick one when I can't start it yet? Well, because I have to order floss and maybe fabric, so to prepare myself, I could already see what fate has decided. So, and of course, I have like a lot of DMC already, and there are only like what 25 colors in here, and I had maybe 5 or 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, yeah, no, 30 colors. There are 30 colors in here, and I only had like 5 of them. Typical! But I got to look at my grandma's stash as well from DMC, and she had a few skeins that I didn't have yet, so yeah. And then my fabric. Before I picked out this pattern, I had ordered a beautiful piece of fabric from Eggshoe Design. It is called Light Apple Pie. It's an opalescence, and it's a 32 count Belfast linen as well. And actually my light is disappearing. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. So, as I was saying, a beautiful piece of fabric dyed by Eggshoe Design, and that one is actually showing up pretty true. The only thing you can't see is that it is an opalescent. Maybe if I bring it closer, yeah, you can kind of see it, but it's really glittery in real life. And I was thinking about doing that unicorn on this fabric because I really do love it. But apparently, that one is stitched on a 28 count linen, and it has beads. And we all know that on a 32 count fabric, it shrinks a little when you dye it. So the problem is that my beads probably wouldn't have fit. So I had 2 choices. Or I order a new piece of fabric, or I do French knots instead. Because I already found the conversion in DMC, and that color I had. But yeah, so I was actually planning on doing the French knots thing instead of the beads. And then Exu Design posted her update last week of her store, and she had the most beautiful pink fabric, opalescent as well. And I was thinking and thinking and overthinking that I really wanted that fabric as well, so I bought it. I don't have it yet. It will arrive today or tomorrow, either way, but I can try to show it on my camera. It is called Tulip by Exu Design, and she dyed it in a 28 count fabric. So you can kind of see it there. It is gorgeous. There. It is so, so beautiful. And yeah, it's on its way here. I have no regrets. Then a shop that so now we're going into haul. My fabric from Extra Design was haul as well. A store that I saw on Facebook was having a sale in the Netherlands, and I ordered a kit. So it is by Mariska. Oh, hi Magnus. Hi Magnus. This is our new kitty Magnus. I think he wants to go upstairs. You want to go upstairs, boy? Come on then. Go on. As you can see, I don't edit my videos. I don't have the time nor the energy to do that. So what you see is what you get here. So this one is a kit by Mariska, and it is called Black Eyed Susan and Flocks. And it's not my usual aesthetic, but there was just something in the kit that I loved. So that's why I ordered it. It's a complete kit, so the floss and fabric is in here. So it comes with 16 count Ada and with DMC threads. So yeah, I saw it and I thought, well, that's going to be mine. So there we go. And then I've been in love with the flower fairies from DNC for quite some time now, and I thought, well, I will give it a shot on one of the Facebook pages. I think it's called OOP Unicorn Charts, something like that. And I was like, well, I'm going to give it a shot. If anyone has flower fairy patterns, let me know, and I'll buy them from you. Just note that I'm in Belgium, but I'm willing to pay shipping and the custom costs, like from when I order from UK or the USA or stuff like that. And there was a lady, she responded in not even 24 hours to say that she actually had quite a few patterns from the flower fairies that she would happily sell to me. But she was in the UK, so we were both a little worried about custom costs, but I was like, whatever, just send them to me and we'll deal with that later. And you guys, it arrived and I didn't even have to pay custom fees. I'm so happy about this. And look, it's like a full map, all with flower fairy patterns in it. It was so generous. She was very reasonable with her pricing. So I am eternally grateful to her. So there are a few just patterns in here. The Sweet Pea Fairies. Adorable. The Shirley Poppy Fairy, which probably is inspired by Shirley Temple. The Canterbury Bell Fairy. The Wild Cherry Blossom Fairy. This one is another one that I love. Love the colors. and then the Willow Fairy. And while it isn't my usual colors, I love the design as well. Something just triggers me in here to fall in love with. And then there were a few patterns. Let's just make sure that I'm not actually showing patterns that come from kits, I believe, but she sent them anyway, so I'll just have to figure out what DMC I need to use on them. This one is called Red Clover Fairy. I think this one is called White Clover Fairy, but it's still in the plastic and I'm not opening that for now. And this one is called the Daisy Fairy. So I got those. And then this one is the chart from Daisy Fairy. And then this one comes from a magazine. I don't know which one though, so I cannot help you with that. But it is called the Mountain Ash Fairy. So I got that one as well. Oh, and it says here is from the cross stitch collection from October 2003. So I got that one. And then this one is a book from DMC with the alphabet and a few smalls. You can do like birth samplers or whatever you want to do. So this is the back where there are a few examples where you can turn it into birth samplers. So yeah, as I said, it was very reasonable priced. I think I paid 20 euros for everything. So shipping inclusive. So I was very grateful to that lady, and I will be forever grateful. And I will think lots about her when I am stitching all of these up. Well, not all of these, but a lot. We'll see where we get. So I think that was it for the stitchy stuff. Oh, come on. Go in there. No. Come on. There. So yeah, that was it for the stitchy stuff, I think. Oh, no. I've got one more thing. I've got one more piece of haul. Heaven Earth Design was having another sale for, I think it was for Valentine's Day. And I just got one chart. And it is the Oak Fairy by Meredith Dillman. I am looking it up for you guys. Oh, come on. Work with me here. There. So I got that one. No idea when I'm going to stitch this because it is a full coverage and I have quite a few already, but I just love the colors in it. Very autumnal, and autumn is one of my favorite seasons. Autumn and winter are. So that was all for now. That was all my stitching stuff for now. So if you're just here for the stitching, thank you very much for joining. Please do remember to like and subscribe on my channel, because last video I told you guys that when I reach 250 subscribers, I am going to do a giveaway. So that is pretty excited. If you enjoyed what you see, go tell your friends so that we can get to 250 subscribers. Bye bye. Thank you for watching. So, life-wise, last video I told you guys that my little girl, who is 3 years old, had a bad fracture in her leg after she fell down in PE. So they just after my last video that I filmed, they had to sedate her, so that they could put on that so that they could put on the cast uh nicely and tight and set the fracture straight, because it wasn't straight enough to it wasn't as straight as they should have wanted it. So, and she was actually full in a cast again. So she was like from her toes until her hip almost in the cast, and she had to wear that like for 3 weeks like that. So that has been very hard because she couldn't do anything. She's not a child where you put her in front of the TV and she's quiet all day. That doesn't work on her at all. She will watch like for 2 minutes and then she's had it. Which usually we find a good thing, but like, yeah, right now there's not much she can do. So, yeah, she has been watching with me how I play The Sims. Apparently, she's very into that. Or she does a lot of puzzling. She plays with her dolls. So, yeah, we have find some things to occupy her with. Um, but it has been very hard. So that's why I didn't have a lot of stitching time, but that's why I chose for the most part whips with not a lot of color, or where I don't have to focus as much. So if I have an hour that I can actually enjoy stitching it. Because she wasn't able to go to school as well. For the first few weeks, but then um, just right before the holidays here in Belgium, because in at the mid-February till the end of February, we the children have 1 week off of school. It's called the krokusvakantie here in Belgium. So right before that vacation, that week off of school, she went for 2 days to school again, just to make sure that um, the teacher is able to take care of her and all the other kids she has to control. uh, so and keep busy and stuff. So yeah, but that actually worked really well. So they told me after the holidays she could just come again full time to school. So after that week of um, freedom, as a matter of speaking, um, she went to school back full time. So that has been a relief. It's not. I love my children, don't get me wrong, but it's a bit of a hard work when your 3-year-old, active 3-year-old child can do anything. So then after that week off of school, on Tuesday, she got a new cast as well. It's much shorter, not as heavy. So now she's only up to her knee in the cast. She didn't require surgery because the doctors told us if it wouldn't heal properly, would have they would have gone in for surgery to straighten up the fracture even more, but actually that wasn't necessary, so thank God. We're very happy that didn't have to happen. So now she's in a much shorter cast up to her knee, which is much lighter as well. And hopefully we have another checkup on the 11th of March, and hopefully she can come out of the cast. So fingers crossed. Otherwise, there's not much to talk about. My foot is completely healed now. As some of you might know, I've been in a cast from October till like the beginning of December, and I had surgery to set the break or to set the fracture straight. Um, so technically, my foot is completely healed now, but there they had to put some screws in to keep the fracture in place, and I still feel that uh yeah, I still feel those screws every time I step on it, so I'm still in a bit of pain. I can't do long distances, or I try to, but then I then I'm in a lot of pain for the rest of the day or the day afterwards. Depends on when I did that walk. So yeah, it hasn't been easy, but we're getting there. So the doctor told me the screws can come out after the summer. So in September or October, they're going to look to remove them so that I'm not in as much pain anymore. So I think that's it for today. I want to thank you all to listen to my rambles. as I said, uh, as I said a bit before in my video, if we can get to 250 subscribers, I am more than happy to do a giveaway. So please tell your friends, tell your family, tell everyone you know if you like what you see. Um, And yeah, hopefully I will see you all next month for another update. Uh, that was it. Thank you all for watching. I love you guys. Bye bye.